Hi friends, a very warm welcome back to our channel. This is your Chandamama bringing you a new story during the exam published in the Gokulam magazine. So let's move towards the story. It was the second day of the examination. There were students all over the school compound busy with their frantic 11th hour preparations. Deepak sat in his favorite place beneath the statue of Mahatma Gandhi which stood in front of the school portico. He was well prepared and was now doing a rapid revision. Suddenly, he was rudely disturbed by a threatening voice. He looked up to find his classmate Ranjit glowering at him. "You cheated me yesterday," said Ranjit angrily. "Are you going to show me the answers at least today?" Deepak had been subject to this kind of intimidation before. Ranjit never opened his books. He never missed a single film released in the city either. Then, when the exams were on, he pestered Deepak, who usually sat in front of him, to show him the answers so that he could copy. Deepak tried to reason with Ranjit. "I will be happy to clear any doubts you may have, Ranjit. I will even stay back in the evenings if you like, but I refuse to allow you to copy from me. Aren't you ashamed to ask me, standing here in front of Gandhi's statue? Do you know that Gandhiji refused to copy even when his teacher asked him to? Don't you dare to preach me. I don't want to listen to your holy words," retorted Ranjit. "You will be sorry for not helping me." Ranjit stomped off in rage. The bell rang and all the students trooped into the exam hall, leaving their texts and notebooks outside. Ranjit deliberately arrived a little late and searched for Deepak's books. He wanted the essay which Deepak had written. He scrambled through Deepak's notes and furtively tore the pages of an essay which he knew was sure to be asked in the exam. He stuffed the sheets into his pocket and walked into the hall. As luck would have it, the essay question was asked, and Ranjit managed to copy every word from the torn pages without the knowledge of the supervisors. Just as he finished writing, there was a commotion in the corridor outside the hall. It was a flying squad. Ranjit's heart skipped a beat, but the spiteful boy quickly found a way not only to escape being caught red handed but also to get his own back in the disobliging classmate. He lost no time in rolling the torn pages into a ball and kicking it beneath Deepak's chair. Poor Deepak! He was completely unaware of what had happened. Suddenly, his answer paper was snatched away from him and he was ordered to stand up. The eagle eyes of the school inspector had noticed a crumped ball of paper under his chair. On opening it, he found the handwriting on it matched Deepak's. Deepak could only nod his head in bewilderment when the inspector asked him whether the papers belonged to him. But the inspector looked disbelieving him when he said that he had no idea as to how the paper had come into the hall. Deepak was brusquely ordered to the headmaster's office. Ranjit's grin slowly faded as he realized that Deepak was near tears. The headmaster could hardly believe his ears when the inspector told him that Deepak had been caught cheating. He knew Deepak for a bright and honest boy. He gently drew the boy aside. "I cannot believe that you tried to cheat. Deepak, tell me what happened today." Deepak hadn't seen anybody tearing the pages from his notebook. He silently shook his head and his eyes were filled with tears. The headmaster was determined to get at the truth. He checked the register. Ashok Gopal Mohan Ranjit. Aha! Could it be? He hurried into the exam hall. Soon he came out dragging a frightened and reluctant Ranjit behind him. "He is the real culprit," he told the inspector. "But how can you be so sure?" asked the inspector. "This boy, Ranjit, is a bit of a bully. Still, that doesn't necessarily mean that he would cheat. But I had a look at his answer paper. Deepak's essay has been copied word for word. In his hurry, he was even copied the PTO. Does that prove that Deepak's innocence?" Deepak was allowed to return to the exam hall. He ran off gratefully, acknowledging the thanks. The assistant headmaster who had come into the room tried to say something. "Sir, this boy is," he began, but the headmaster cut him short. No, Mr. Mahesh, please don't say anything. Ranjit deserves his punishment." He tried to blame another boy for what he had done, But Mr. Mahesh insisted, Sir, Ranjit is our headmaster's son. He said to the inspector, Please forgive him this time. The inspector was astounded. Could there still be such an honest and upright man in these days of corruption and favoritism? He wondered. He was moved and he shook the headmaster's hand. Sir, I will forgive Ranjit this time, not for his sake but for yours, he said. No, sir, said the headmaster. He deserves the punishment. He is my only son and my parents have sadly spoiled him. He gets his own way all the time, and my best efforts to make him mend his ways have failed. Let us hope that this punishment will help him realize that we have only a lifetime, then that we should not let opportunities pass by us. Ranjit realized that he had hurt his father deeply. Deep within himself, he was very ashamed. He was proud of his father, whom most of his friends admitted. He knew that his father was a very fair person. He hadn't realized that his spite would carry things this far. The inspector turned to him. You won't write your exams this year, my boy, he said sternly. I hope you will do your father proud next year. Ranjit looked straight into the eyes of the inspector. A gleam of determination shone there. I will, sir. I truly did not think it would go this far. I apologize to Deepak when he comes out of the hall. Ranjit could not bear to meet his father's eyes and was about to leave the room. As he neared the door, a warm hand clasped on his shoulder. He turned to look up at his father, who smiled at him. He knew his father had forgiven him. He felt a different person. As he turned to leave the room once more, he saw the benign Mahatma smiling down at them from the photograph on the wall. So, this was the story published in the Gokulam magazine. Till I come back with a new story, a new video. Till then, stay safe and take care. This is your Chanda Mama signing off.